Greetings, y'all. Sir Sparky here, and today I'm going to give you all a book/movie review on Night of the Museum. You see, the book version was written by a Malaine Trek in 1993. You see, the story tells about a night watchman by the name of Hector, who is guarding the Museum of Natural History in New York City. Let's just say he tries to find some missing dinosaur skeletons. And next thing you know, he found out they came to life. Boy, ain't that something. And believe you me, it is just plain silly. In fact, they made a movie version of it. You see, Night of the Museum from 2006, it tells about a guy by the name of Larry who lives in New York City. And let's just say he had some troubled times. Let's just say his wife divorced him and ended up with a new fiancée by the name of Dawn. And his own 10-year-old son considered quitting ice hockey. Boy, that's something. And Larry worries about that. And there was this guy by the name of Cecil Fredericks, an elderly night security guard about to retire from the Museum of Natural History. And he hires Larry. Well, let's just say Cecil and his colleagues, Reginald and Gus, and next thing you know, before his first night on the job, Cecil gives Larry an instruction on his job duties and warns him to not let anything in or out. On the first night, let's just see, everything in the museum's exhibits came to life. Next thing you know, he encountered historical figures. Let's just see, a stuffed capuchin monkey, miniature American frontiers and ancient Romans, ancient Mayans, on Easter Island Moa, American war soldier mannequins, even Attila the Hun, even Theodore Roosevelt, including Sacagawea. And believe you me, it's just plain weird. You see, there's this golden tablet that belonged to the pharaoh Akhenaten. And believe you me, it is just plain crazy. Let's just say everything started strange at first. But let's just say everything was getting good. But it turns out that Frederick was a crook. Let's just say he was after the tablet. And luckily, thanks to Larry, he managed to defeat him. Boy, howdy, was that something. And let's just say everything in the museum became honky-dory. And in Night of the Museum, Battle for the Smithsonian from 2009, let's just say Larry's at it again. And next you know, let's just say everything had to be moved to the Smithsonian Institute. But just say things got really strange. You see, Larry receives a phone call from miniature cowboy Jeremiah, who explains that Dexter the monkey stole the tablet. The Smithsonian is now alive, and they are under attack by Akhenaten's older brother, Khamun-Ra. Whoop! Boy, that's something. And he was planning to unlock the gate to the underworld and conquer the world. Whew. Let's just say Larry made some strange friends there, like Major General George A. Custer, Amelia Earhart, and not to mention Agamemnon enlisted Ivan the Terrible, Napoleon Bonaparte, and Al Capone. Whew, ain't that something? Actually, Amelia and Larry encountered the statue of Abraham Lincoln at the Lincoln Memorial. They even reached to National Air and Space Museum, where Larry has to stop all the rockets and aircrafts from taking off. And let's just say they encountered the Wright brothers, Tuskegee Airmen, Abel the Space Monkey, even Albert Einstein's bobbleheads. Woohoo! Boy, ain't that something. Well, luckily, Khamun-Ra opened the gate and summoned the army of Horus warriors. But luckily, they managed to defeat him and send him back into the underworld. And let's just say, the museum was better than ever. And this one, Night of the Museum, Secret of the Tomb from 2014. Let's just say, young Cecil, or C.J. Fredericks, who discovered the tablet of Akhenaten, as the team packed the artifact due to an incoming sandstorm. The locals warned them about moving the tablet from the tomb. And let's just say it ain't pretty. Well, let's just say Larry means the night guard at the Museum of Natural History. But let's just say he discovered the tablet's power. The next thing you know, Larry reunites with Cecil, now living in the retirement community, following his release from prison. And let's just say it is not good. And next thing you know, they went to London to the British Museum. Let's just say with a little help from some stowaways like Khamun-Ra, Theodore Roosevelt, Jeremiah and Octavia, Sacagawea, Attila Han, Dexter the Capuchin Monkey. Also, let's just say they met all sorts of new friends like Sir Lancelot, let's just say they met all sorts of friends. I just say they travel across London searching for answers. Except the part Well, let's just say they managed to save the day. Let's just say Larry now works as a school teacher after the museum rehired McPhee. Tilly brings back traveling. It's to New York. Oh, and boy, howdy, that's something. In fact, they made an animated movie called Night at the Museum, Common Raw Rides Again. Believe you me, it is just plain crazy. Now, this time, it's Nick's turn as a night watchman. And let's just say he had a lot of friends. Well, let's just say they had a new exhibit, Joan of Arc. And next you know, Common Raw has come back for revenge. And they say they were looking for the Temple of Dendur. And also brought back the deity of chaos, Seth, to life. Whoo, boy, that's something. Let's just say things got a little bit out of hand. But luckily, Nick managed to save the day. Boy, that's something. You know, what if they made an animated series of it on Disney? And also make a video game that combining the movies into Nintendo Switch. Tell me what you viewers think.